Was not responding. Okay, welcome back to the Pen and Podcast. This is episode 11, and today we are doing one of our focused episodes. And today we're going to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and more specifically, its multiplayer mode, because that is a mode that our friend group has played countless hours of. I remember very fond memories of it.
Indeed.
Indeed. But Eddie, welcome. How are we doing today?
What is up, party people? um, I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. What do we do today? Woke up, went to work, went to the gym, and now we're on the pod.
Oh,
Let's see. Otherwise, I'm doing pretty well. Mental state is good. I had a test on Thursday, and it was really easy, so that made me feel happy.
all right. All right.
I went to a fall festival and a pumpkin patch.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. The corn maze, all good times. What else have I done this week? I got half of my new tattoo.
That's right. That's right. What
And
kind of tattoo are you doing?
I got another watercolory thing on my right forearm, inside forearm.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, it's like got a butterfly and some flowers sketched out, and then some green and purple watercolor fillings. But
Ooh.
it's only halfway done, and I finished the rest of it in like 2.5 weeks on the 2nd. So yeah, this one hurt like a bitch, like
Oh,
really
really?
bad.
Did?
Like I was on the table, like shivering from the pain.
Oh,
It was
God.
horrific. It was definitely the worst pain I've ever experienced. So yeah.
Jesus.
And yeah. So hopefully it doesn't get worse, but it kind of probably will. So yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I mean, I've always wanted to get a tattoo, but
Yeah, it's just the color. The color's the hard part. If you don't get color, it's fine.
okay,
But
don't get color.
yeah,
Note to
don't
self.
get color where they got to fill everything in.
Oof.
Jesus, that hurts a lot.
I imagine. Fuck
But
that.
yeah, we got the tattoo. What else have I done this week? Like that's it. Got my hair cut.
Oh, still
Yeah,
got the same. Still got the same finish and cut.
still black. Yeah, I haven't re-dyed it yet.
That's right. You're not naturally black, huh? Black hair.
No, I'm not. I wish I was, but no. Yeah, so got my hair cut. I'm probably gonna dye it like some crazy like anime shit soon. Like
Oh.
like crazy white, like silver hair with like black streaks in it. I think that would look sick.
Oh
So I
man,
might do that.
you're gonna become an anime protagonist.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna I'm gonna like have a tragic backstory and then get the girl, and it's gonna be an amazing story. So
Always a tragic
yeah,
backstory.
always. But yeah, that's my life. What about yours? How's yours life going?
It's going. I applied to University of Florida online,
Okay.
so getting the ball rolling. And I learned that
Mhm.
apparently online, the so I had to apply to actually get into UF online, just regular college stuff. But
Mhm.
the deadlines are different for online and in person, like vastly different. And I didn't know that,
Oh,
like by
really?
like months, yeah. So the deadline for in person was like November 1st or something, but the online one is like August 29th, whatever. So that's for the spring semester.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a
so
fucking jeez. So you missed it.
yeah, I did. So
That's fucked.
I'll be starting on the summer semester if I do get in.
Well, hell yeah. At least you have an idea.
Yeah, I have an idea. Hopefully, I do get accepted. We will see. Other than that, just normal work week.
Nice.
Went this weekend. Went over to my girlfriend's dad's house to play. Watch some Sunday Sunday afternoon like football, and that was really
Mm-hmm.
fun. I had a great time there.
Nice. Cool.
Oh, I also yesterday I did the Pokemon Go Community Day for
Okay.
Litwick, the candle Pokemon. I caught
Okay.
so many of those. Oh yeah, like I think over 100
Damn, that's a lot of fucking
on the
catches.
candles, and I got a good shiny out of it too. So it's good day spent. There's so many people at the mall playing Pokemon Go. Everybody's out their phone.
Really?
It's still huge. Sorry,
That
more,
baffles me, like slightly, that it's still that big. I'm
yeah,
like, what
more
the
huge
fuck?
than it's been.
Yeah.
I think the pandemic really gave it a boost
Yeah, you're probably right.
somehow. A game that makes you go outside more got a boost during COVID.
Exactly. Kind of counterintuitive, but
Yeah,
kind of makes sense.
they changed some things around so that people could still play their game, but now they reverted it back. But people are still playing. That got them hooked. Bada bing, business right there. But anyway, let's introduce how we got into Black Ops 3. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Um, so if you guys listen to the last episode, I put this game on my top 10. Um, so it's very near and dear to my heart. But in terms of like how I got introduced, I guess I would go back more to like how I got introduced to Call of Duty, because
Mm-hmm.
specifically Black Ops 3, by this point, um, I was buying every COD no matter what. It comes out in like October, I was buying it every time,
Yeah.
every year. Um, but in terms of how I got into COD, the first COD I ever played was World at War on PC
Oh.
in, that would have been like what, 2008? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was about second grade. And that game, all I remember, this is another reason I'm a huge graphics snob, is this game, like, it looked so pretty, and it still does, in my opinion. Like, um, oh, did you see JT's text?
I did. Yes, we were
Okay,
supposed to have four of us in here, but things come up. We are adults. Can't believe it. But
damn it.
God damn it. What did he say? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it'll just be right from what I got from that. It'll be just Eddie and I.
Indeed.
Indeed.
So, good luck to Ishan and JT with whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Have a good time.
Good time,
Um,
buddy.
But okay, so World at War. So the thing that always kind of captivated me at a baseline level wasn't really like the combat or anything. It was more just like how good it looked, like, and how well it ran. It felt really smooth and like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's something about the art style and the way they made the levels in that game that it still looks good to me today. Like the way they play with lighting in order to kind of diminish the imperfections of mid 2000s graphical processing is incredible. Like in the first level, you're doing this like nighttime raid, and somehow, it's 2007. Like graphics aren't that good yet, but they made this game look absolutely gorgeous just by really playing with the lighting
Mm-hmm.
and shadows to really like create a real looking place, which I loved. But so that was my introduction. And after that, I kind of waited a few years until Black Ops 1 came out. That's when I got my Xbox 360. So I was like able to buy games and like play them on a good console rather than the PC that I didn't have that I was just using at my friend's house. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, so Black Ops 1, loved it. Modern Warfare 3, great. Black Ops 2, great. On and on and on and on. Then we're at Black Ops 3. So that's how I got introduced to the series. And it's always been really important to me for, as a social thing, like playing with friends, but also like um, The campaigns have always been interesting to me. Not so much this game. I actually think this game's campaign is really good, but we'll talk about that in a different episode.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't the main draw for me. It was mostly the multiplayer and the zombies for the social aspect, just like playing with everybody. So yeah, that's what got me into it.
All right. My introduction to this game is a little bit different because
Yours is more interesting than mine.
yeah, because I had just because all right, so I'm gonna bring it to what was it? It was like 20. Yeah, it was 2015. I had just met. No, no, it couldn't have been. No, 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 that's right. The second. That's strange. Because I think I I was playing BO3 with you guys before I even met you in person. Is that right?
uh, I can't say yes or no. There's a possibility, but I don't know.
Because I keep bringing up that like second semester sophomore year, I sat with you guys, but that would
Yeah,
have been that would have been January of like 2016. But
yeah.
I don't think
I
that's
think
true.
that's the I think that's the semester that I didn't have lunch with everybody because I don't remember sitting with you at that period that early.
That's because I remember you being at that table there when I
Okay,
first
maybe
sat
I
down.
was. I don't know.
Gosh, I don't remember, but I was I was like deciding on whether or not I should get an Xbox One or PS4 because I was looking to upgrade from PS3 that I had. And so I asked these guys. I was like, "Hey, what should I get?" And pretty much unanimously it was, "Well, we all have Xboxes, so just get an Xbox." I was like,
Right.
A deal.
Deal.
I'll do
Done.
it. Done deal. Pretty
Easy.
much. Yeah, got the Halo Master Chief Collection bundle of Xbox, and started. I swear that you were. I started playing with you guys beforehand because I don't remember playing or. This is, I'm just confusing myself right now. I'm confusing myself because some details don't align with what I
Right.
said. Anyway, that is our introductions to Black Ops 3. I was like, I bought this game because I was familiar with COD beforehand. I'd played
Yeah.
my first COD was, I'm 100% positive, was Black Ops 1.
Nice.
So then, yep, I went up from there. Next game was MW3. Then, no, wait, no, no. It was BO2. No, MW3, then BO2. Then I got Ghosts, but I didn't play it as much.
Oh, dude. Ghost is like a diamond in the rough. I love
Mm-hmm.
that game. So
Mm-hmm.
good.
Then I skipped if Advanced Warfare because I was like, I don't know, doesn't look that
Yeah,
good.
Advanced Warfare. That was okay to
I
skip.
skipped it, yeah, yeah. And I was like, then my parents like set up like a bank account for me and give me like $500 to like decide what to get. They're like, you gotta choose, man, Xbox or PlayStation. And I chose the Xbox. So then I bought BO3 with that. Let's get that out of the way. Now we gotta beef up our credibility so the audience knows what we're talking about when it comes to the multiplayer of this game. I looked it up because they only give hours played like in multiplayer for other people. So I was able to see Eddie's and Ishan and JT's hours. So I have the most played time, believe it or not, at
Which is baffling to me.
340 hours played of just multiplayer. Just multiplayer, not zombies, not the campaign, just multiplayer. Eddie has 252 coming in at second place. And
Yeah,
I'm looking right. I think Eddie's the higher level.
indeed.
Where's
That I remember because I used to roast you for that. How many more hours you had, and I was better than you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna admit, like, yeah, he was better than me. He was better than me. Yep, level 258. He was only 30 levels higher, but I had like almost 90 hours more.
Damn,
I
dude.
was not
Look
good.
at my fucking stats. Oh, for those of you who like, we're watching. Zach is streaming the leaderboards into our little podcast setup, so I can like read our stats. If you watch the video version of the podcast, you can see this. But yeah.
Spotify actually has a bit because it's.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm able to like have a video version of that, which is weird.
Yeah, do that.
So, audience, for those of you who are familiar with Call of Duty, I have a score per minute of 267, while Eddie has a score per minute of 399. Over
No, just say 400. More. It makes it sound better.
400. 400. That means he's getting more kills, more like XP, more objective-based score. He's just doing everything like faster and better, technically, in that more efficiently in that time span. And
hell yeah.
And I have 800 more games played than Eddie. You can see it right there. 800 more games.
That's funny.
Oh
hell
my
yeah.
God, dude.
1,800 games played, but you have 2,600. Oh shit.
That's interesting, dude. Yeah, dude, I'll show you. They already saw my KD. It was a 1. I have a KD of 1. That's why I'm not gonna play it.
Even.
I broke
what was
even.
I had to been like what, 1.5, 1.6.
I don't know if I can view that combat record.
Go to combat record. There you go.
I can see that.
What a legend.
1.5, dude. Oh my God.
Fucking goat. 50,000 kills.
Let me see your. Oh, so I can't see how much time you played in zombies. Oh.
Yeah, you can. You can do that for the next one.
Okay. Let me see how much I had actually. Wow. I have more wins than you.
Really?
Still.
Well, you did play a lot more games. That's fair.
Okay, that makes more sense. 800 more games.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know what we're talking about when we're
we have the credibility.
We got the street cred, man. We got the street cred.
Indeed.
So we're gonna dive in. First, we're gonna talk about our favorite guns that we like, because Black Ops 3. I'm not gonna sit here and count how many guns they have, because it's in each category. I'm not gonna add them all up, but they're like,
it's definitely a lot.
Yeah, so we're only gonna do actually no, we'll do each one. So favorite base weapons, Eddie. Let's do top 3. What's your favorite top 3 base weapons?
Okay. I fantastically, like, I remember this game so well, I don't even have to look at all of them. So I know for my favorite weapon, it's kind of a wild card, but it's the Argus.
The Argus shotgun, dude.
So the Argus is a lever action, like, kind of, the thing that I really liked about it was so all the shotguns in this game have an interesting mechanic where if you aim down sights, it tightens the spread of the pellets. So, but specifically with this one, it tightened the spread of the pellets so much it turned it basically into a slug. So this game, and for those of you who don't know what a slug is it's like a shotgun shell, but it doesn't burst open into pellets. It's just like one like solid projectile. So it's more like a regular bullet, but it's like big. But I love the Argus so much because it was a very like high skill cap weapon, but it really felt so good. Like I don't know why, like it just felt great to me. Like I would just run around and just be like one tapping everybody. You had to be incredibly accurate to be good with it, but man, was it good.
Oh yeah, incredibly accurate.
Yeah. Number 2, can you look at my most used weapons?
That's what I was going to go actually and look right now.
Go try that. See that.
Okay,
go to leaderboards. Go to me.
Okay.
Then go public and then weapons. So
Wow.
So the Argus, that was definitely my favorite. Yeah. So I'm gonna say Number 2 weapon, definitely the Pharaoh. The
This little
Pharaoh
piece of
is,
shit.
yeah, it's like a little tiny, like pissy looking submachine gun, but it had a really cool feature to it where it was a 4-round burst. But it wasn't like a
Mm-hmm.
burst where you had to re-trigger it every cycle. You could just hold down and it would continue to burst. So it would go. So
Okay,
that gun,
Pharaoh.
it was another one that felt super good in my hands. Like incredible. Loved it.
Yeah.
Really quick. It's a small weapon, so good high mobility, quick reload time, stuff like that. I'd say number 3. I'm gonna skip over all those. I'm gonna say probably the HVK, which is
Okay.
another assault rifle. Very high rate of fire. One that felt very quick, kind of similar to an SMG, but it was an assault rifle. So you get the high rate of fire, but you get the good control that you get with an assault rifle. So felt good at long range, close range, medium range. You could hip fire with it, quick reload, very accurate. Yeah. So
Yeah,
those are my
nice,
top 3 for sure.
nice accuracy with the Banshee. Oh my god.
2,900% accuracy. I wonder how I got that.
Yeah, he
I
has
don't
pretty
know.
good accuracy. I mean, when we go see my most weapons, it's not gonna be like that. So let's go
Yeah,
that. So he had the Argus, he had the Pharaoh, and then he had the HVK.
HVK. Yeah,
Nice range of stuff you got there.
definitely solid setup. I love those
So
weapons.
right here you can see if you're watching the video, but for not, my favorite weapon is the KN-44. It's pretty much an advanced version of like the AK-47.
Yep,
I just like how it feels. I like how it looks too, but like how it
it is
feels when you
nice.
shoot it, it's very nice. It's
Yeah, it was very
17% accuracy.
like chippy. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like each bullet felt like it meant something. Like it had some like nuts to it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Good description. I
yeah.
can't believe my second most skilled thing is the black cell. I was a menace at this. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
My KD is impenetrable with this.
Yeah, Zach's second most used weapon is a fucking rocket launcher.
Nobody else would take him down, so I was like, I'll do it. I
That's a
volunteer as
valuable
tribute.
teammate. That's an underrated teammate to have. The dude that shoots everything down with the fucking black cell.
No, I like doing it too because I would hear in a voice chat like after the round over, like, "What the fuck kept shooting down my shit?" I'm like,
It makes people hella pissed.
It makes him very
It's so
mad.
funny.
I think my
Yeah,
second favorite, I would have to do the Cuda. The Cuda's really
that's a good
good.
choice.
What is it
Yeah,
supposed to be a
it's
variation
supposed to be
of?
an MP5 clone.
Yep, I love the MP5, so this makes sense. Like
Yeah.
MW3 MP5 was goated. Love that. I
Oh
mean
yeah.
MP5.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is good. Nice submachine gun. And I would say the next one that I really liked, that I would go back to. I don't want to say like
DLC
a
weapon.
DLC weapon. So if we're gonna do base weapons only, I would say the HVK too. I really like the
Yeah, dude.
HVK how it
That's a
looks. It's very
solid
solid.
weapon. Yeah. I almost said the Man of War as my third choice, but that one, when they nerfed it, it had
Hmm.
so much recoil. It was like disgusting. Like I hated it.
I remember
So
that too. Yeah, this was like a
yeah,
Halo
when it was
weapon.
like OP as fuck, it was so fun to use though.
Oh, Isha was a menace with that, dude.
Yeah, dude, that gun was awesome.
Absolute fucking menace. So, all right, Eddie. What top attachments did you use most of the time?
Attachments.
Let's say
You know what?
let's go with the Argus. Like if you were to use the
Yeah,
Argus, what attachments would you use? A
yeah.
sight?
I never use a site. Oh,
No
actually, no,
sight?
that's not
Oh,
true. I
oh,
would. I'd
which
use the
one?
Elo site. So I'll
Elo,
tell the
goaded.
audience about the Elo site. So this was kind of the thing I liked about it most as an optic was it's very clear and it has no top. So
Yeah.
essentially, like when you aim down sights of a weapon, you have like you have your front sight and your rear sight. Normally, the front sight has like a ring or something that kind of wraps around the rear sight. But with this optic specifically, there was no ring over the top of it, so it left the entire like top half of your field of view open, so it was much easier to see. So that's why I really like the Elo. That's also why I like the iron sights for the Argus, which is like the non-optical sights. Really open, no like nothing obstructive. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, then for like regular attachments, if you want to open that for me, then I can remember what I used. Definitely. I was a big fan of. I like to be aim down sights a lot with this one, so I would use the stock.
Mm-hmm. Of
Stock
course.
basically increases movement speed when you're aim down sights. So I really valued that because I could strafe, and if you're not aim down sights with the Argus, you lose that pellet spread thing
Mm-hmm.
that makes the damage kind of drop off because more of the pellets scatter around rather than having like that slug. So definitely stock, probably quick draw, which makes you aim down sights faster. If I got into a pinch, I like the laser sight. Um, just good for hip fire. It tightens the spread so more pellets hit where you're aiming. Um, and then probably long barrel. Long barrel on the shotguns in this game increases the range. So basically, if you are like at a 2-shot kill range, it would
Mm-hmm.
increase the 2-shot kill range, therefore preventing you from having to do a 3-shot kill. So that was nice. Rapid fire gave almost no change, so I didn't use it, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good. Let's go to your second favorite weapon. No, that's my second favorite weapon.
Yeah, it's
Pharaoh.
the Pharaoh. Pharaoh.
What
Oh,
sight?
great. Definitely no sight.
No
Very clear
sight.
iron sight. That's
Okay.
a common theme with my favorite weapons is they generally have very clear iron sights. So the front
Gotcha.
sight had no ring, nothing weird. So that was nice. So for this gun, it was so accurate, had such little recoil. You didn't need any grip attachments. It was a submachine gun, so it had a high mobility, so you didn't need quick draw. Basically, I would just run in with fast mags, long
That's
barrel, and
Mags.
rapid fire.
Absolute great choice right there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
So
good.
yeah, fast mags is great because you get to increase its reload speed even further. Long barrel because it's a submachine gun, so it can struggle at long range. And the reason that I use long barrel on this submachine gun is because it's so accurate, you can really use it like an assault rifle. So it's worth it to get a little bit extra range. And then rapid fire, I know it's like a very tiny difference, but for some reason it felt like it helped. So I used it. Other than that, sometimes I would throw extended mags on because it was nice to like not reload, but and then maybe if I was like playing a little bit more conservatively, I would use grip just to really capture that long range accuracy. But other than that, that's probably it for that one.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to your third favorite. Let's go to HVK. No sight?
HVK. All right, this one always Elo
Always
sight.
Elo. Okay.
The iron sights on this gun, while they are clear, they can be a little bit bunched together, kind of jumbled, a little bit obstructive of the view. So I like to kind of clear the view up a little bit and use the Elo sight.
Okay.
For regular attachments, definitely quick draw and stock. That's a staple for all my assault rifles because it gives them the mobility of a submachine gun.
Hmm.
Last would probably be fast mags. Did you
Okay.
freeze? Oh no, you're good. Yeah, last would be fast mags. Just because it's reloaded a little bit slower, and I like because I do the bad habit of most COD players where I reload after every kill.
Oh yeah. I do it all the time.
So yeah, so quick draw, stock, fast mags, grip was kind of unnecessary. Long barrel, it didn't need it. Rapid fire, it already shoots fast. So that was kind of my
Boom.
yeah.
Boom. All right. All right. Those are good attachments. I mean, kind of gave an explanation as why to each one. We're not gonna go
Mm-hmm.
through all the attachments. We don't have time for that. I want to get through some other stuff, so I want to do mine. I always had like the fourth class, just always the KN.
Oh yeah.
Typically, I you saw my accuracy percentage. I need the extra a reduced recoil. So most of my guns have a grip on it. If I don't, I was just
Absolutely.
experimenting. So I got the grip.
Yeah.
I always use a stock too. A stock is good, especially slow
Stock is
moving
so nice,
guns
dude.
with ARs
So nice.
especially. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then fast mags, I just like the quick reload. Quick reload's ham. Absolutely love that.
We love
Uh,
fast mags. Yeah.
I don't
I
ever.
love
What's up?
I like making slow weapons fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a huge one for me. So I like that you use stock and fast mags. That's like a staple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever used FMJ on like any guns
Yeah,
intentionally.
dude. Because the walls in this game, so FMJ essentially what for the audience, what the attachment does is it allows your bullets to penetrate surfaces more efficiently. So like shooting people through a wall, you lose less damage than normal. But the walls are like fucking graham crackers in this game, so you really don't need it.
Yeah. High caliber.
Yeah,
Oh man. Did all assault rifles have high caliber on it?
they do. Yeah, I only used it for headshot camos. So high caliber increases headshot damage. For those of you who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
so it could turn your gun from a 3-shot kill to a 2-shot kill,
That's pretty good.
which is cool.
Yeah. Low
But
key, I kind of like how the suppressor sounds sometimes, and I would only use
oh
it for
yeah,
like
dude.
S&D.
Yeah. Sometimes it's satisfying. Sometimes having a satisfying like piece of a weapon that can be enough to make you like do better with it. I completely believe in that.
Awesome. Laser sights. Sometimes I'd have laser sight on that. The KN, it just the extended mag. If I was really fucking around, most of the time I would have the KN on there. I mean, I would
Yeah.
have the extended mag on the KN.
Right.
Let's go. I think I have the class safe for the CUDA. Yep. CUDA. I didn't even get the sight for the KN. I'm gonna say no sight for the KN most of the time. But for the CUDA, I would always have an ELO sight. It's for the ELO abbreviation is emitted light optic. So it's like
That's what that stands for. I
yeah,
never read that.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Grip. I would always have grips. That's a common theme among my weapons. Grip. Quick draw. I don't know why I had quick draw on this. It aims fast, but I had it anyway. And then a third attachment, if this class remove this one, if it had one. Oh jeez, I get rid of something else too. It would I would say it'd be extended mag because it runs out quite a bit of ammo because it's a high fire rate.
Yep.
What I would say. And
Good pick for
then
sure.
we're gonna go to the. I have an HVK class. Let's see. Yep, I do. Okay. This gun is my favorite. You can say I have it prestige weapon. I have it prestige twice. Oof. No iron sight on this one. Like Eddie said, that's really good iron sight. You don't really need it. Quick draw, grip. Literally the exact same layout as Eddie's. Quick draw,
Yep.
grip, stock.
Yep. Stock. Yep.
Absolute banger. It turns into an SMG at that point if you're good.
Exactly. That's the goal.
The
Increase the
goal.
mobility to make it feel like what it should be because it has that high S fire rate. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it needs to be.
Yeah. Were most of the guns in this game, do you think they're like aesthetically pleasing to look at? Does
I'd
it
say
look
so.
good?
Yeah.
Because they're
I
not.
think um they bring that kind of futurism aesthetic to them, but it's not like so outrageous like it was in Infinite Warfare, where it was like starting to look,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a little bit too uh like
Too space like.
angular, yeah, spacey, yeah. These look very like the thing that Treyarch does well. So Treyarch's the developer of this game. In comparison to Infinity Ward, which is the other developer in the COD franchise, is that Treyarch does a very good job of creating a sort of arcadey, comic-y style with the weapons. I really like the way that they incorporate that kind of um, it's more like it's not necessarily more colorful, but like it's less like angular and sharp and it looks more fun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Good explanation because, like, for example, I'm looking at the HG40, which is a clear copycat of the MP40. It's just a little bit more
Yeah.
a little bit more modernly looked at.
Exactly.
And I like that. All these guns, they just look good. They just look good.
Yeah.
The
They look.
engine too that they use absolutely makes it look better.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Runs very smooth. Everything kind of moves right. Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I got some of these DLC weapons, dude.
I have a couple, man.
I have
Not very many.
they include a lot. So like 13 here, 15 there, 28. I'm not gonna count all of them. I changed my mind.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, let's go with the secondary weapons. What do you think of like just pistols?
Ooh, secondaries. I thought the pistols were kind of weak in this game, and that's totally okay. I'm fine with that. Like, don't get
Mm-hmm.
me wrong. Um, I think a pistol is really meant to be a sidearm, and I think some Call of Duties lose that idea that it turns less into a sidearm and more into like a primary.
Yeah.
So, um, I like the I like all of them. They're just really weak. And I never use secondaries anyway. I'd rather have a more like beefed out primary than to have a secondary. So yeah. I think the launchers were perfect in this game though. They really did well, like with one variety, but two, like making them interesting. Like um when they added the L4 Siege, which is a DLC launcher, like
Mm-hmm.
it was like a new type of launcher. Like, there's been like the Free Fire, the Lock On, and then they have like a special one. The L4 Siege is like the special one in this game. And it's like really cool. It shoots 4 rocket pods at the same time. And it feels like a big fucking like cannon rather than just like a rocket launcher that you personally
Yeah.
use. Like it feels like it's like a big fucking monster weapon, and it
Like
was very useful. Like if you have a whole team full of L4 Siege users, then nobody could ever call in airstreaks. You could just defend
I
yourself really well with it.
feel like
But
they
yeah,
took this game. I mean, they took this gun like right out of the campaign. It feels
yeah,
like a campaign
literally,
gun.
it does feel like a campaign weapon. Yeah. And then with the melee, they did really creative, fun things in this game. So obviously, like they had the combat knife, which is just like regular game. So that was
Mm-hmm.
like the non DLC weapon. But oh god, I'm yawning. But the DLC melees are really fun. Like we can talk all day about microtransact. Blah, blah, I don't care. They're fun.
They're really
um,
fun.
I really love my favorite one
Oh,
is the lefty, which is literally the arm of a mannequin.
I have that one.
Which I think is fucking hilarious because you just run around slapping the shit out of people with this fucking mannequin arm. And there's so many cool ones. There's like boxing gloves and there's like katanas and shovels and
Oh, I have all the melee weapons. I didn't know
do
that.
you have all of them?
I have all of them. Look,
What
I
the
have all
fuck? Go all
21.
the way down. Damn, dude, you're lucky as hell. Holy shit.
Woo.
Yeah, so yeah, Zach has all 21 melee weapons. So he's got the nunchucks, the boxing gloves,
A
the
fucking
fucking
shovel.
there's a weapon that's like what a gardener would use to like cut bushes called the bushwhacker. Like
A mini chainsaw.
yeah, a little hand chainsaw. There's like a nightstick that's electrified, a buzz saw. There's all kinds of cool shit. But yeah, the melee weapons are super fun. And then special special weapons. This is always like a third category ever since I think Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Um where you have like kind of weird weapons that don't fit in any category. So like in here we have the disc gun where you like shoot these discs at people. It's like shooting a dinner plate at people and it like
Dinner
chops them in
plate.
half. The crossbow, but they did something cool with the crossbow in this game. They made it a little bit more speedy. So like you could shoot multiple bolts.
And
You could
dual
dual
wield.
wield it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could it was like more variable than like a normal crossbow. And then the third one was the ballistic knife, which is a return from Black Ops 1, which is basically two knives that you hold in your hands in each hand, and you can press a little button on the end and it shoots the blade out, so it's like a projectile. very high skill weapon, but it looks really cool if you do it right. So
Oh yeah, you know, like
yeah,
a cross map like ballistic knife kill. Oh
yeah,
my
cross
god.
knife, ballistic knife, or just like totally just wrecking people with the ballistic knife in regular matches, like because it's
Mm-hmm.
such a challenging weapon to use. If you do really well with it, it's very impressive.
Very impressive. All right, so those are all the guns. So we'll move from that category into one of the main attractions of BO3 and what they copied from. At the time they didn't know because they came out the same year, but like, well, I guess they got it from like League of Legends, I guess. But oh, like specialists. This is a new thing for Call of Duty where they added specific characters that have specific abilities you can use in game. Like the one I have currently equipped that you've been seeing all the time is the Spectre class. I use this guy so much. He's constantly like just on here because I just like him so much. So each specialist has two abilities. One was usually a lethal one. The other one was not so lethal. So I'll go from not blackjack. Fuck that guy. I'll go from each how you would like unlock them if you were starting out, right? That's how it worked. Didn't it?
Yeah,
We got the Ruin, who had gravity spikes. Ham, absolute great
fucking
fucking
cool
weapon.
as hell too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Overdrive would just go really fast. Sonic. You have the Outrider, which she had a bow, so you had a fucking no, was it just it's just called a bow, right? You just had a bow that
compound bow is what you're looking for.
compound bow,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
compound bow that fired explosive on impact. Yeah, impact. Then we have Vision Pulse, so you can see enemies. Profit. You had a fucking was it an arc fucking electricity
It's like a
gun.
lightning gun, but
A
it
lightning
like
gun.
what happens is when it connects with an enemy is like if there's any other enemies nearby, the bolt will like connect to another one and kill
Chain.
them also. Yeah.
Good chain, and then glitch. I saw a lot of people using like glitch rather than like anything else. It's literally like going back like what 20, 10 steps.
It's 10 seconds.
Oh, it's 10
Yeah.
seconds. Okay.
It was time. Yeah. Which was really interesting how they did that. Um, like I didn't think obviously there's a game clock running in the game. So I guess all they have to do is they have to if you're a user using glitch, then the game will constantly track your position, and then if you initiate glitch, it will pull out of the code the position that you were at 10 seconds ago or 10 like clicks or whatever the in-game timer is measuring with. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Then we move on to battery, which she literally had a grenade launcher. Dope as fuck.
pretty
And
cool.
kinetic armor, which is really annoying to like play against sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a vest, like a that can be spontaneously activated
Mm-hmm.
to increase your health, but it gives you like an armor plate around yourself.
Seraph, he had a high caliber revolver that was very fun to play with.
Oh, I love
Bang.
that.
Like if you're really
Oh man.
accurate, you just go bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
How many shots
See,
did
I
you get?
remember. Oh God, I remember just destroying. It was six. I remember just fucking eating
Dang.
people alive with this character. I was so good.
So you could get a six piece like with
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh man.
easily. Yeah, Annihilator was one of the easiest for me to get the specialist armor because I was so accurate with that pistol. It was amazing.
Then her next ability was combat focus, so you get more, so you
Oh
get a
yeah,
bonus score for a certain amount of time, which you were like us trying to get them score streaks, very helpful. Then we move on to Nomad. DJ loved these fucking Nomad. So anyway, he had
the
Hive, which it's
worst.
yeah, you just deploy
Fuck.
like you have a Hive gun and it shoots out little pods, and if you come near it, like you instantly die. You get like torn apart by like fireflies or whatever. Nano drones
Yeah.
technically is what it's called. Then he had Rejack. What is this? Like you just what is Rejack again?
Basically, like you. So you have a certain amount of health, and if you get shot enough, you run out of health and you die. But with Rejack, what happens is so you get shot enough to the point where you die, but you kind of like fall over in this pool of green mist, and then you can decide whether or not you want to revive yourself, rejack yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you do, then you come back to life and you get another life, and this big like cloud of smoke comes around you, so it kind of conceals you, so you don't just get instantly murdered. Um, Very annoying. I hated this so much. Um, but you know, if you want a second chance at life, then you use Rejack. If you use Rejack, I hate you though.
So we have Reaper, but we called it among our friend group, we called it
Chappy.
Chappy. And for the longest time, I had no idea why you guys called it Chappy. I thought it was just like some dumb nickname.
You didn't know?
No, until you guys were like, "Yeah, it's from a movie." You guys remember that movie? I was like I didn't say anything. I was like, "What movie? Movie?" And I looked it up. I was like, "Oh my god, it's the name of the fucking movie." No wonder you assigned it to fucking Reaper. But he had just a fucking minigun. He's a full on robot, pretty much. So his arm just becomes a minigun. Then he had Psychosis. You spawned 3 decoys. So in total, there'd be 4 of you, right?
I think there was more than 4, like a lot. I think maybe like 6 or 8. Like it would just like you basically spawn like a bunch of like holograms out of you, and then it's like it's hard to find the actual one. So it's like classic, like when there's duplicates of like a certain character in a movie, and they're like trying to figure out which the real one. That's like the premise of what this is like. But there was like a lot of clones, and they would all like disperse and run out, and you'd have to like pick the right one and shit. So
Yeah. You had a
yeah.
whole team of Reapers. You guys did that once, huh?
Initiating psychosis all at the same time.
Oh
I
my
think we did
god.
that a few times. Like we would be in a hard point. Hard point is like king of the hill, like you trying to hold a certain point on the map. But right before the hard point ended and moved to the next location, we all triggered psychosis at the same time. So there's like a million little clones running out of this tiny ass house. And it's like super confusing. Oh man. That's funny.
Awesome. And then the one I used, Ripper, he had a bullet. He's just when the ability is ready, you just if a person is close enough, you like leap to them and like fucking stab them like the Halo sword. And then it had active
Yeah.
camo. You become invisible for. It was a pretty good in like active camo too. Like the camouflage is actually pretty decent. Then Firebreak, the last one you unlock. He has a
My
fucking big ass.
favorite.
He has a big ass flamethrower, and you can also emit massive heat blast, like stuns enemies. Like the vision from a heat wave. I hate that so much. Fucking terrible. What was your
Yeah.
so Firebreak is your favorite?
Yeah. For non-lethal, Firebreak's my favorite. Heatwave is unmatched. It's
Mm-hmm.
fucking incredible. You can okay, so what Heatwave does, I mean, you just kind of explained it, but like it it's like an AoE area of effect stun. So basically, if me and Zach are standing 10 feet away from each other and I Heatwave, I like send out this concussive blast that stuns him momentarily. And yeah, so heat wave, you could literally like run into a room and you're like, oh my god, there's 3 enemies in here. There's no fucking way I can take these guys on. I can just heat wave and just fucking stun them all and just obliterate them. So heat wave was great in a pinch, but also you could use it strategically. So like if someone's running from you, you could slow them down with it. You could like knowingly, confidently take on fights that you know you're gonna lose. But if you have a heat wave, you can just run in there and like kill like 5 dudes because you can stun them all. So yeah, heat
Definitely
wave
had
is
it.
goat.
Definitely had its uses. What was your favorite lethal one?
Lethal is definitely Annihilator. That's the Seraph specialist. She like for one, cool fucking character, cool dialogue. Also with
Mm-hmm.
Firebreak, cool fucking dialogue. But like, yeah, she's like this. Um, she's like a member of like this secret cult society in some Asian country. I'm not sure which one,
There it
but
is.
she has like this street life background and shit. Like, and she has all these cool little one-liners, and yeah, she's awesome. I think she's a dope character. But yeah, the Annihilator pistol, I was just so accurate with it, and it felt so natural and satisfying to use. I loved it. Um, I think a close second though would have to be the flamethrower from Firebreak, also, just because I love Firebreak as a character so much.
Yeah.
I related him to the Pyro in Team Fortress. He's just
Oh.
like a crazy motherfucker with a flamethrower, and he like laughs and shit. And you can like he talks through his like gas mask, so he has a cool
Oh.
voice, and like yeah, he has a nice accent. It's like a Russian accent. It's like really awesome. So yeah,
His name's like Christoph. Check.
yeah.
All right, that's cool. My favorite lethal one, Ripper, from the Specialist Spectre. I used this. How many kills do I have with this? 1,700 Ripper kills. I'd use this like the whole time. Go. Then
Sure.
I would say, other than that, the other one I would use for non-lethal. I don't really use it that much. Let me see. I think I would use like, if it's a close second, it would have to be like Overdrive or Heat Wave. I've never really used the non-lethal one. I always just like wanted to stab people consistently, like you're fucking Predator.
Yeah, I gotcha.
What do you think of the taunts and the gestures that came out? So like
Oh,
after a
I forgot about
match,
this part.
the top
Yeah.
three people of, was it the lobby or the winning team?
It was the winning team.
Top three of the winning
Ooh,
team.
you know what? Maybe it was the lobby.
You getting that mixed up?
I can't remember. I don't know. One of the two. But say the like we'll just say the three best players.
Three best players get to have a showcase weapon that you can design with your own camo and stuff to flex. You know, your diamond or your gold camos, and like the different kind of armor you would get. And this is very heavily based on the microtransactions in the game. So when you saw something that you can't like, I'll be like, all right, yeah, he paid for that. What a loser. As I like spent a lot of money in this game. Can't even like. But they used so many like culturally like what was popular at the time,
Yeah.
boasting ones especially. So let's see, they have this one, dip the dab. Oh my god, dude,
So funny.
so fresh. Oh yep, that's from
Yep.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. He does like dancing to Apache.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Cash Money. I mean, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Disconnected. Oh, the Drake, the
The
Drake
Drake
dance.
one.
What is
Oh
this?
man, what a great time to be alive. Fucking Hotline Bling, top of the world.
You had to get these from like supply drops too. It was a little predatory.
Yeah. That's kind of funny though. I think like they're like cringy little animations that the characters do, but like it's kind of funny. Like I don't know. I think it's stupid and it's not necessary, but like I
Boom.
think like the little pop culture references like with the Drake dance, like yeah.
The Royal Flush. Yep, there's LeBron James. He would do
Yeah, the
that.
LeBron stomp move with the chest hit. Yeah.
Just do it. There's that one.
Oh yeah, the fucking
And just
Shia
do
LaBeouf.
it.
Oh, there's so many, dude. I didn't remember all these. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Shadow boxing.
Wow.
What's this one? Oh, I think he just like,
He's just
I think he just falls. No, he doesn't. Okay.
no,
Let's
he's just
sweep
boxing.
this. Oh, the Karate Kid.
Oh, the fucking Karate Kid, the crane kick. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And just the choke. Oh, that was such a dick move. He lost.
Yeah.
Step off. What's this one? A knuckle sandwich. And they have any good ones for this spin cycle? I don't like that
Oh
one.
Lord.
Mood swing. Nice. Nunchokes.
Yeah. Once again, I highly recommend you guys watch the video version of this episode because you're missing a lot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Give me one
Yeah.
second. Hold on a second. Okay. What else we got? Selfie.
Oh Christ.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
This is like peak. Is this like when that song? No, that was like 2013. Remember hashtag selfie?
Hashtag
Remember that
selfie. Yeah.
song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god. Terrible.
They have so many good gestures. I paid so much money, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. It's a great game though. I don't regret it. I don't regret a single dollar I spent on this game.
Nope.
The times were too good.
Times are too good. And if we're doing like dollars to hours, I would say it's pretty up there for me because like 340 hours in multiplayer alone. I don't know how many hours I
For
have in
real.
general, but like I think I did the math. I think it was like 1 month's time. Insane. A whole month.
For real.
1/12
Yeah.
of a year of my 22 years was spent playing Black Ops 3.
That's funny.
So we can talk. Do you want to go into like the next ones? Oh, that's like the last. Those are the last ones. All
Yeah.
right.
It was like the end. Yeah.
Okay. So the create a class. Call of Duty is known for its create a class system. I think it started with obviously it had to start with Modern Warfare 1, right?
No, I'm pretty sure COD 1, 2. I don't know if COD 1 had multiplayer, but I know 2 and 3 did, and you could do create a class in those games.
Hmm. I don't know that.
So that's like talking like early 2000s. Like I'm pretty sure COD 3 came out in 2005 or something,
Yeah.
2006. Yeah.
And so each COD has its own variation of the create a class system, but for this one, you can have 10 slots of anything. So that means perks, lethals, tacticals, wild cards, and we'll go into each of them. We'll start out simple. Lethal. These little things: a frag grenade, a semtex, a trip mine, a thermite, combat axe, and a C4. These are all, as the name suggests, a lethal accessory that you can take with you.
Yes. And generally they're a throwable in most games, but this game specifically, so you have a frag, which is a traditional grenade with a pin and a handle. You know, you release the pin and it blows up in, a allotted amount of time after. The Semtex is the same idea as a frag grenade. It's a sticky grenade. So you throw it and it sticks to whatever you throw it at. Trip mine is this little like motion sensitive little device that you can stick it to a wall, a ceiling, or the ground. And if the enemy walks through its path, like of motion sensing, it will trip and it will explode and kill them. Thermite, it's like a little throwable, like it like creates a little fire
Mm-hmm.
on impact. So it's like a really hot fire where it's kind of like a Molotov. Like you throw a glass bottle full of alcohol and it burns. It's the same idea. Um, Combat axe is a tiny little tomahawk. It's a throwable like hand axe. Kills them if you hit them with it. Pretty self-explanatory. C4 is the last one. They did something interesting with the C4 in this game. They put a timer on it. So essentially, in previous titles, you could throw the C4, and as soon as it leaves your hands, you can blow it up immediately. But with this one, you couldn't blow it up until it touched a surface, or if it was like floating in the air long enough, it would like the timer would run out and you could blow it up at that point. Also, it had a motion sensitive feature to it as well, where it would have an alarm. So like if somebody walked by it, it would like beep at you and you could blow it up and kill them like with the alarm. So that was cool. Um, for me, did I use lethals? Not really. if I did use one, it was probably a frag or a Semtex. The frag is a little bit more lethal than the Semtex, but the Semtex doesn't roll once it hits the ground. So
Yeah.
there's pros and cons to each.
I'd say I use trip mine the most.
Yeah.
I just like
Trip
being a
mine's
dick like
pretty good.
that. It's like fun.
Yeah. It's kind of like a free kill because you just throw it into a door frame and somebody will walk by and it'll fucking kill them. That's it.
You disguise it well enough, they won't even see it
Yeah.
coming.
Yep.
Right. Let's go to the tacticals. Tacticals I really didn't use like much at all.
For me, tacticals I used more than lethals because I like the power of the concussion grenade. So a concussion grenade, basically, it's a little projectile that you throw, and when it explodes, it stuns the enemy, it slows them down. They can't turn their head. It's hard for you to get shot when someone's stunned. And then there's a smoke grenade. It's good at concealing large areas. So if you want to make a move towards an objective, but there's like an open line of sight, you could throw a smoke, and then nobody sees you, and you can move. EMP, it's like a small electromagnetic grenade, so it would like destroy or disable electronic items. So like ground things like trip mines or like ground streaks. Yeah. Trophy system, one of the more
So
annoying
annoying,
items in
dude.
this game. It's like a little thing that you throw on the ground, and then it protects you from any projectiles thrown at it. So um, it's basically like you throw a trophy system down. If someone throws a grenade at you near the trophy system, it says here within 10 meters. The trophy system will shoot the grenade out of the air and it won't kill anybody. Yeah. Shock charge is similar to the trip mine, but it's non-lethal. It's a stun, so you can use it more of as a warning sign. So like if your shock charge goes off, then someone's stunned wherever you put it, and you might want to move, or you might want to go towards them, or you just know where they are. Flashbang, similar to the concussion grenade I just talked about, but rather than stunning them, it will blind them temporarily, so it turns their whole screen white. It's hard to see. My opinion, nowhere near as useful as the concussion, though.
Yeah.
Last, kind of a specialty item, hard to justify use, but it's called a black hat. It's like a small little handheld device that allows you to hack other people's equipment that's on the ground or in the air, and it makes it yours. So like if someone has a spy plane overhead that's revealing your team on the radar, you could use a black hat on it, and the spy plane will then act as yours. So yeah, definitely didn't use tacticals very often, but I used them more than lethals, and I would use the concussion most often.
Yeah. Even though I use like the black sail so much, the black cat was like, nah. It just took too long sometimes.
Yeah, because it has like a duration. Like if you're pointing it at the spy plane, it takes like 10 seconds of you pointing it at it
And you have
to
that accuracy.
make it work. Yeah.
Next, we'll move on to the perks. So, in this game, you can have 3 perks, or with another uh slot in the 10 created class slots you have, you could get another set of perks. So you could at max you could have 2 of 1 perks. There's perk 1, 2, and 3. Perk
So
1
to
got afterburner. So this only so your thrusters, which a main staple of BO3 multiplayer is the we didn't even talk about this. the rocket
yeah, I
thrusters, so
mean,
you like jumping
yeah,
in.
it's kind of like a pivotal game mechanic, but like so is walking and shooting a weapon. But basically, like you have a little rocket jetpack on your back, um, and you can like fly temporarily. You can like boost into the air for like a couple of seconds, and then you just fall back to the ground, and then the jetpack recharges, and then you can use it again. That's essentially it.
This is the faster recharge rate between not having it. Blind
Yep.
eye cannot be targeted by the enemy aircraft systems. I definitely would use this to be
Yep.
annoying as hell for UAVs and stuff.
Yep.
A sixth
Yep.
sense if an enemy is in nearby, it'll give you like the directional, like up, down, left, or right kind
Great
of
perk.
visual
Love
cue.
it. Sixth Sense is so cool. I think that's such an interesting perk that they
Mm-hmm.
added. I use that quite a bit.
Black Jacket, take less damage from enemy explosives. If you wore this, I hate you.
I won't
I
say the slang name that we used to say.
Oh god. For people who've
We can't
played
say
COD,
that.
you know
We
what we
can't
used
say
to
that.
say, and
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that
We cannot say that on here.
cannot say it, dude.
Yeah. So,
Next one is Overclock. You earn your special weapon or ability faster. It's it can be useful, but there's better ones to use.
yeah.
And then always a perk that like is controversial in like almost every COD. It's never the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost.
Yeah.
This you cannot be detected by UAVs while moving, defusing bombs, or while controlling score streaks. But
Right.
it's like it's weird how Ghost works in this game. Am I right? How does it work?
You have to be, well, like an old, so the original version of Ghost came out in, I think, Modern Warfare 2. It was called Cold Blooded previously. But basically, you're never on the radar, no matter what. And unless you're firing a weapon, your little blip is never on the radar. Nothing can reveal you. Um, and then in Black Ops 1, it became a like a more mainstream problem. So Ghost was added. This is when it became called Ghost. And basically, being completely non-revealed to the radar. Everyone used it, and it was very problematic. In Modern Warfare 2, it was a little different because there were other perks that were better than Cold Blooded, but so people would use the other perks instead of Cold Blooded. But
Yeah.
because um, the other perks in the same category as Ghost and Black Ops 1 were so weak, everyone used Ghost, and basically nobody was ever on the radar, and it messed up the flow of the game, and it felt kind of cheesy. So, because people would just sit in a corner with Ghost, and you'd never know where they are. Um, so, what they did in Black Ops 2 is they changed it to make you have to move to receive its effects. So you can't just sit in a corner and not be on the radar. You have to be running or walking or something. In Black Ops 3, for instance, you have to be moving, planting a bomb. Like in certain game modes, you plant bombs, defuse
Mm-hmm.
bombs. Um, and then also, like if you're controlling a controllable helicopter or something like that, you're also not revealed on the map. So they kind of nerfed Ghosts, but it's still like a valuable perk.
Yeah. Well
Yeah.
said. In perk 2, there's fast hands, so you swap weapons faster and you aim faster after sprinting. Anti up, spawn with a starting bonus to score streaks. Could be nice. I use this all the time, and it's like a catch 22 with me. I hate you if you use it, but I use it also. It's a hardwire. You're just immune to like counter UAV, other stuff, and it does the effects of another perk called Tracker and Sixth Sense perks are not as good. Like if you
Yeah.
use hardwired, like it just doesn't appear as much.
Yeah. Hardwired is essentially anything that impedes your vision or your awareness of the game, like in terms of like your radar or your electronic systems. So it prevents that, but also anything that can be used to sense you, aka the tracker, the sixth sense perk. So anything that leads to you being found based on your proximity, that's also eliminated. So hardwired is, I never used it, but it definitely has value. I would say it's the probably the third best in this category.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Then there's like I mentioned, Tracker. You basically just see enemy footsteps,
this is my favorite perk in the game, hands down.
hands down.
Every class. Yeah, tracker, fucking goat perk. I don't think I've ever seen it in any other COD before it. But essentially, so I'd say within maybe 20 feet or so, maybe 30. your enemies will leave orange little holographic footsteps on the ground. So if you're close enough to them, you can kind of chase their footsteps and find them. Fucking incredible. I think it's a like top tier perk ever. I love it. Yeah.
Top tier. Cold blooded. You're not targeted by
Mid.
God. You're not targeted by ground based AI score streaks and immune to thermal optics. Pretty annoying
Yeah.
sometimes. Trying to get those
Yeah.
reticles.
Yeah. Nobody used thermal though, so I think it's shit.
I don't know, dude.
And there was only like what was there only one ground score streak? Or two maybe?
There was Cerberus and what
I
was the
think
other
that's
one?
it.
Oh, and the Sentry.
Oh, the sentry gun. Yeah, nobody used either of those, so fuck it.
And if they did, they got it from a care package.
Yeah, cold blooded mid, worst perk. Definitely.
Your favorite perk for me in the game, scavenger, more ammo.
Yeah.
Find more ammo off dead bodies. It's been in every COD pretty much. I
Yeah.
don't know where it started, but it's been in everyone since. Go.
Started in Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go perk. Not much to say.
Before that, it was like Bandolier. You just started with more ammo.
Bandolier, you're right. I do remember that.
Rather than starting with more ammo, this allows you to pick ammo up.
In our last perk slot, perk 3, you got Gung Ho.
Yep.
It basically allows you to fire your weapon, throw equipment, and use grenades while sprinting. Because you had it would cancel your sprint and make you walk to use anything or to fire your weapon. But now with this blast suppressor, so like the blast thrusters, this one is the sound is suppressed and you don't appear on the minimap when you use it. So it can be good in S&D for sure, search and destroy.
I use this on every class, no matter what.
Really?
Because
okay.
like this was an essential for me. I would always use 2 perk 3s because I needed to have blast suppressor every time.
Okay.
Yeah, because it literally every time you jump, you would get revealed on the map, and like
yeah, it's pretty
that
annoying.
was not the
It's
vibe.
it's a main movement mechanic. So
exactly.
You're using it all the time.
Yep.
Then awareness, so enemy movements are easier to hear. S&D perk, pretty much. Tactical mask reduces the effects of the tacticals that you would use: flashbangs, concussions, shock charges.
Yep. This was probably my second perk 3. I would use blast suppressor, tac mask.
My second favorite perk, engineer, only because I use the black cell.
Black cell.
Yep, so I could see those UAVs really clearly and through buildings too.
Yep.
Like, oh, UAV.
Yep.
I know what to do.
Go for it.
A dead silence. Move silently. Move silently.
Basically, you have no footstep sounds. You don't make any sound when you land on the ground. The footsteps were so quiet. There was so much going on in this game. It was kind of hard to justify this. Maybe in Search and Destroy when it's like 2 or 3 people left in the lobby, like when everyone else is dead and it's like a couple people left, then maybe, but otherwise, nah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. So what do you think of the credit class system in BO3 since you've played pretty much all the other ones?
Well,
what does it rank?
I think my favorite create a class system ever was that's a hard answer. I would have to say Modern Warfare 3. Because so Modern Warfare 3 was the last game before they implemented the pick 10 system. So the pick 10 system essentially is you get 10 slots and you can fill those 10 slots with any range of these things: weapons, attachments, perks, equipment, lethals, tacticals, and that's it. So before the pick 10 system, you could have a primary with 1 attachment, a secondary with 1 attachment, 3 perks, 1 grenade, and 2 tacticals. That was it. However, in Modern Warfare 3, you could add little specializations to your weapon. So that could be having 2 attachments, or making your recoil less, or making it better to shoot through walls. So That was my favorite create a class system because it was like the normal create a class system where you have, a weapon with an attachment, secondary with an attachment, grenade, tactical, 3 perks. But it was like a little bit more. With
Yeah.
this, it makes you always sacrifice having a secondary. So it makes secondaries entirely useless in my mind. And it also makes having grenades and tactical grenades almost entirely useless in my mind. Um, because it's always going to be better to have a stronger primary with more perks than it is to have a secondary and lethal and tactical grenades. So that's my major criticism of the pick 10 system is that it discourages the use of secondary weapons, lethal grenades, and tactical grenades. So is it bad? No, but are there better ways? Yeah.
Yeah. Out of the pick 10 systems, I think BO3 ranks it among them as the top.
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
say of the pick 10s, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, of the pick 10s. What? They still do that now, right? Or is that not what they do?
Um, they did that in Cold War. I didn't play Vanguard as most people didn't because it sucks. But
Yeah, I didn't play Vanguard either.
Modern Warfare had it. Pretty much every game after Black Ops 2 had pick 10.
Hmm.
Even Ghosts. Yeah, Ghost did. This game did. Infinite Warfare did. Advanced Warfare did. Uh, I don't know if World War II did. Maybe it didn't.
They had a weird
I don't.
creative class system.
Yeah, theirs was weird. There's some weird shit with that game. I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they. Oh yeah, they had that weird like. They had like specialists, but it was like types of soldier instead.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was
Yeah,
so
that was
weird.
weird.
It was a
World
weird
War,
time.
World War II is an odd one, but
Weird time.
yeah.
Anyway. All right. We're going to move on to the playlists. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah. So there would always be a featured playlist. I mean, not always, but whenever there was like a weekend where they would announce like Nuketown all weekend, and it's in the featured playlists. That would be our favorite one. I would say our favorite map is Nuketown. I mean, it's just a goat map. Goat map, man. But right now it's like search and destroy. But anyway, we're gonna go over like there's team deathmatch, free for all, domination, demolition, fracture, kill confirmed, hardpoint, and new ones. I would say, or most new ones to Call of Duty would be a safeguard, not capture the flag, because that was in another one, right?
Yeah, that's been in everyone.
And then uplink. So we'll focus on safeguard and uplink. So safeguard, you have to move a robot to, like pretty much what Overwatch does sometimes. It is one of those Overwatch modes where you have to like move that whole moving vehicle thing all the way to the end of the enemy team's thing.
So basically you have an item, and if you are in a certain proximity of this item, it will move closer to its goal. And if you move away from the item, then it doesn't move anymore. So the robot is the item in this scenario. So you just have to be in close proximity to the robot, and then it will move closer and closer to its end goal.
Yep. It was all right. I mean, the only time we played this was to fulfill like a contract
Correct.
from the blackjack guy, and if it was in the Nuketown 24/7 playlist, that's the only time we played Safeguard. Smart on
Safeguard.
them.
Mm-hmm. It was a cool game mode, interesting concept. I didn't play it I didn't seek out playing it, but I enjoyed when I did. We were so good at it because we had such an elite team dynamic between all of us. All of us that played this game, we got so good at optimizing strategy for all of our game modes. With Safeguard, basically the ultimate strat was to be highly defensive when you're on defense. Well, that kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But when I say highly defensive, I don't just mean from like a positioning standpoint, but from like an equipment standpoint. So everyone runs EMP grenades, everyone runs rocket launchers because you can disable the robot temporarily and stop it from moving, just to make the other team suffer when they try to move the robot, and then they kind of break away from the robot and they stop trying, and then you just win. Offensively, it was really just about kind of having a couple of people dedicated to moving the robot, and the rest of everybody just making sure that everyone gets the fuck off of the people that are trying to move the robot. So like just running around slaying, creating map control, smokes, removing vision of certain pathways and stuff like that to make it easier to move. So yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, I did like Safeguard when it came up, but like I'd have played Safeguard on like another map like Fringe.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't imagine safeguarding a
Mid.
fucking Fringe, bro. Fuck that map.
Yeah. It was only good on small maps because you could strategize. If it was a big map, it was just too much because people could come from too many angles and it was just like felt like a jumble of bullshit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And uplink, you're just playing basketball. Pretty much, you have a
Yep.
ball, go to the enemy's side, either throw it or carry in there for like a dunk. A dunk
Yeah.
gets you more points than a throw. So like,
Yep.
this came up on Nuketown, bro. You just throwing it over the house, point,
Yeah.
point, point,
Forgot
point.
about that.
Dude, it was so cheese. We did that all the time.
Yeah, dude, I fucking forgot about throwing it over the fucking house. That's funny.
If Ishan were here, he would tell the story of how he almost got a nuclear, which is right. Was it an uplink?
Yeah.
Yep. He was at 29 kills. So a nuclear medal is when you get 30 kills without dying. That's pretty fucking hard to do, bro. It's
Super hard.
hard. He's at 29 and he was playing with a random person, but one random person and four other teammates. Right? This is five players, right?
Yes. No, I don't know.
Oh wait, six. No, six right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
six.
Six.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, 6-12. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
that has
So
to be right.
he was playing with five people and one Randy. So and the Randy ended the game when he was at 29-0, bro.
Oh god.
It's painful to
Pain.
even like say.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I don't think he played for like a
God.
week straight.
Yeah, I would be quite upset.
Oh my god. I can't imagine. The closest I ever got was like 27. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I don't know my longest streak in this game. I don't think I got that close. Maybe 24 or 22.
Can I
You can
even
look.
see? I can
Yeah,
look, can
go
I?
look. You bet. I bet you can. Combat record there. Summary, public. Hmm. I don't know. I know there's a way.
There
There
is a
has to be.
way.
Try to check yours.
No. Showcase. Um,
No. Go back.
what?
Back one more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Okay. This
Oh, the
okay.
medals.
Go to yeah. You have a brutal, so that means you hit 25. If you go
Yeah,
up
25. Combat
and
record.
then no, it doesn't say in there either. Huh. I don't know. I know I
Dang.
have a brutal. I know that for sure.
Got one brutal. 25 in a row.
That's pretty good.
I was using a Brecci that day. I don't think it was on
Oh
Nuketown.
fucking Christ!
It
Of
was on
course you were.
Nuketown. I wasn't the whole time with the Brecci because I run out of ammo. I ran out of ammo.
That's funny.
But did you ever play hardcore as much if it wasn't for a camo?
If it wasn't for a camo or a challenge, then no. The only use of hardcore in this game was thermite kills and like one shot kills with like the shitty snipers, like the 3-round burst one or the Draken or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
hardcore. I mean,
they added. Well, you forgot about
sometimes.
fracture. They added fracture late in
Oh,
the game
fracture. That's
cycle.
right.
Yeah. So this one's cool. Basically, what happens is you kill enemies and they drop these little diamonds. They're like little orbs or whatever, and you collect them. And if you die with your collected little diamonds, then you drop all of them. So like if you kill an enemy, and they have no they haven't killed anybody, then they'll just drop 1. But if they've killed like a whole bunch of people and collected a bunch of diamonds, then they'll drop like 10.
Yeah.
And you swoop up all the diamonds, and then you run to a designated point in the arena and turn the little diamonds in for points, and that's how the game works.
Jeez, that was
Pretty cool.
fun.
Quite challenging. Very high risk game mode. It made me very like stressed and upset because like you get like a bunch of diamonds and then you just get killed and you're like, fuck.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. Good catch. I didn't see that. Then we'll move on to what were some other featured playlists that you saw besides like 24 Nuketown 24/7? Was there other ones that were unique?
There were some. I can't remember what they were. There was like some where they mixed like team deathmatch, hardpoint, domination into like one, or like they would do only small maps, or like only popular maps. So like they would have combine 24/7. That was one. Sometimes they do like weekends where they'd only do popular maps, or chaos. You remember chaos?
Oh, chaos.
So chaos was
Nuketown,
like,
right?
yeah, chaos was like only small maps and like certain game modes. That was like other featured ones. But yeah, that's about it.
That was the main one we played. Chaos 24/7 small maps. Nuketown was in there, so goat. All right. Move on to black markets, the controversial supply drop thing that was Advanced Warfare introduced it, but Black Ops 3 really kind of took off with that. What you say?
Yeah. I think Advanced Warfare did it so wrong because their microtransactions actually had effect on how good the weapons were. Like they had stats and shit. So like you could open a supply drop in Advanced Warfare and it might give you a weapon that like does more damage than the base one.
Oh.
So like it was low key pay to win. This game, however, completely different. I think this game has acceptable microtransactions because it's mostly cosmetic, and it's not like any of the DLC weapons that were in the supply drops were like super OP or anything. So I think it was fine. Yeah, I liked it. I probably spent money on COD points a few times, but like not a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe like less than $100 over the full lifespan of the game. So maybe less than 50. I don't know.
I would.
I think it was fine. I
would argue that it was pay to win in the sense when they started adding DLC weapons, some of those were really good.
Yeah,
like the PPSH,
they were good, but yeah, that's true.
I wish I had the PPSH and the MSMC.
Yeah.
They what else was in the black besides the supply drops?
They had contracts.
They added this late.
Yeah, so a contract essentially is like you have to win a certain number of games or a certain type of game mode, and then when you finish that challenge, you get a melee weapon, a DLC like firearm weapon, and then you get like a fancy supply drop that has a chance to give you another one of those items. So it was cool. I liked it. The contracts like made it achievable to get the DLC weapons, so that was cool. And then it's just bonus challenges with the black market.
You're guaranteed if you finish one of these contracts, a triple played, you're guaranteed a melee weapon, a rifle, not a rifle, but like just
like a firearm weapon, like a gun.
Yeah, and then just a regular supply drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. What do you think about the crypto keys? Were they what was that system based off of? Was it playtime or is it how well you did?
I think it was an aggregate of playtime, score, and then wins. And I think like if you just play, it kind of just goes. But if you get like more score, it goes faster, and if you win a game, it goes faster than just losing a game.
Okay, because
I think it was like a big. I know they were. I remember when I used to watch videos, like they were trying to figure out like what goes into getting crypto keys, but I think that was it. It's like an aggregate of.
yeah. So
Yeah.
for the audience, crypto keys was the kind of currency you can earn by just playing the game to get supply drops, versus where you could buy COD points, and if you got the money, you got the supply drops pretty much. Which people made like whole videos on, like, I have $100 and I'm buying COD points. Let's see what kind of weapons I get.
Supply drop
Blam, blam,
openings.
blam, 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 blam. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. But I think the crypto key system is fair enough. It rewards you for playing. It's good. Better than
Right.
what Call of Duty is now, where it's just buying. If you wanted like extra things that are cool, you'd have to fucking buy
Yeah.
it. So there's a give and take to like the loot boxes and the supply drops. Would you say, would you like this game as much if they didn't have supply drops and they just had like an item shop thing, like what Fortnite does?
I think it would be worse if it had an item shop.
Okay.
Yeah, because the supply drops like made it like random. If it's an item shop, then you like have to buy real shit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
So
let's say it took out the option to like buy supply drops. Would
with
how
real
would you feel?
money,
Yeah, it's like you could only
oh, that's
earn
fine.
them.
Yeah, go for it.
Would that improve? You think that would improve the perception of the game if you couldn't buy supply drops?
I think it would improve the perception, but like, yeah, I think entirely it would improve the perception because it eliminates the real money part of it.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's say you can still get supply drops, but you can't buy them. But you could
yeah.
buy the weapons. What do you think about that? Like the new weapons that came out, you could buy
Uh,
them for like $2-3. What do you think?
no, that's bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
I just like
I think
hearing
if they just stay
people's.
random.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I like hearing people's like answers on those like hypotheticals. Like, what if they
yeah,
did this?
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to stay random. If they made it like you could just buy it right away, that's too far.
Hmm. And the randomness also, like, I could see like I was totally on that person. I was like, come on, baby, give me some good, and I would constantly just try. But like we were teenagers, so like we didn't
Yeah,
have that much money, so like
exactly.
we weren't the primary target audience for this. Pretty much, it was the young
Yeah,
adults who had jobs and was
yeah.
spending that
Or
dough.
the kids that could ask mom
Yep,
and dad for
it's credit card.
allowance. Yeah, yeah. Dude,
Yep.
can you do a live supply drop opening? You have 650 COD points. You gonna buy one of those rare supply drops right now?
Think I could right
Do
now
it for the pod.
for the pod, dude. What if I want to play Call
Do
of
it.
Duty again?
Dude, just buy one.
Not being peer pressured. Okay.
Oh shit! Supply drop opening on this podcast. Oh, you almost got a purple, dude.
Fuck you. I got ass.
You got dupes, bro. You got fucking duplicates.
Oh yeah, that's
Damn.
another thing. Okay, I can get one more supply drop, a basic one.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Coming. Give me a weapon.
Oh, it's legendary.
Whoa!
No.
Oh, you got a purple. That's not bad. All right.
Dang, man. Is it duplicate? Ah,
Hey.
one.
Damn.
That's exciting. All right.
Hell yeah.
Um.
Live supply drop opening on the Pin and Podcast.
What about the arena? Did we play ranked that much? What do you think of the ranked
We
mode in
did
this?
a little bit. Let's look at my ranked stats because I know I did a little bit. You can go to my
Can I
like
look
go
at
back
that?
to the leaderboard. Yeah.
Um.
Go to scroll over to the right.
Oh, arena. Okay, career.
Yeah. Career.
Oh my god,
Where
I'm
am
so
I?
bad.
I did okay.
Dang it. All right.
Arena. There you go.
That was way more hard
Okay.
than it had to be.
So yeah. We did well, but we didn't play very much. I have a 4.0 win-loss, so like we won a lot,
You won a lot, but
but it was
how
only
many
for 2
games?
hours.
I know how many games you only played. Oh yeah, you only played 2.5 hours of arena.
Yeah,
Damn.
2.5 hours of ranked play in this game. So probably like what, 12 games, 13 games.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds right. Did not play
Yeah,
ranked. That was not good enough. I mean, you saw my fucking KD one,
yeah.
one. Think I was playing ranked.
Yeah, we played ranked a little bit. I enjoy ranked quite a bit because I have a soft spot for like Counter Strike and like really tactical first person shooters, but we didn't play it that much. Yeah.
What do you? Did you? We played custom games quite a bit, huh?
Uh, Not really. I wouldn't say as much as we did in Black Ops 2 or like before this. I think
Michael
we did more public
Myers,
match.
snipers
Yeah,
only.
sometimes, yeah. Yeah, custom games, like we just played little private matches with games that were like different. They had different rules than
Mm-hmm.
the normal playlists, and we would just play with just the friends. Um, yeah, sometimes fun. Most of the time frustrating. It made you pissed and you'd like yell at each other and shit. But
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the thrusters kind of like. Well, I do remember some good times, custom games. Remember we would meet some people in the lobbies, be like, "Hey, yo, bro, dude, you suck. 1v1 me, bro." And we'd all watch like that one person.
yeah,
Get the one dude, that was so fun. I'm like,
that was
dude,
fun.
you're
Yeah,
accepted into Ninja Clan, and we all block him.
yeah. We had a clan in this game. Well, we talked about this on the last episode. We had a clan that I was the leader of, by the way. Uh, that basically we all had the same gamer tags, and like it was like a little stupid thing, but we would like pretend to recruit people, and like we would like test their skills in a private match in a custom game, and at the end we'd be like, "Oh, dude, you're so good. We're gonna invite you to Ninja Clan," and then we'd all block him simultaneously. It was really fucking mean, but
It
like,
was me. So.
yeah, mean
Oh
as
my
hell, but
god.
hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the original ghosting, bro. Like get ghosted by the multiplayer lobby.
All right, and then the theater. I mean, I don't really use theater that
uh
much.
no. Yeah. I kind of hate when they include theater mode because it slows down the matchmaking because everyone has to be recording, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't think about
So
that.
it
That's
can
true.
cause more ping, which is a main criticism I've heard about it. Especially if they don't develop the theater mode really well, then it really fucks with the multiplayer.
Yeah, true. Um, we can talk a little bit about the prestige system. We're just wrapping up here. So, what do you think of the prestige system? You like the emblems?
Um, you can look at them. Go to your hit start, and then go to barracks. Uh,
Um,
Go to the where it says fresh start. Oh no.
Customized
Oh yeah,
prestige.
prestige.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Oh, this is cool.
So let's look at these. Go up more.
Oh,
Can you not? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay. So let me look at these. They're okay.
yeah,
I don't
they're
really like
okay.
them that much in this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I uh go to the Black Ops 2 ones. You can look at those too. I want to
Oh,
see
that's
if
right.
those are better.
They had legacy ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't unlock them.
Oh yeah, because you have to be like highest level.
Damn,
Yeah.
that
Okay. Um,
called
I
me out.
think
Damn.
I think these were cool, but like not super cool.
Okay.
I think Black Ops 1 had some awesome ones. This game is good. I need to take that back. Prestige 10 is a really cool emblem. 7 is cool. 6 is cool. 4 is cool.
They're all pretty cool. I
I
like them.
like 2. I like 2. Yeah. So there
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd rate it like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Not the best.
All right. All right. That's pretty
Prestige
cool.
emblems are cool. Prestige system's pretty simple. You get to level 55 and then you start over at level 1 and then you do that 10 times
Yeah.
and then once you hit Master Prestige, then you can go from level 55 all the way to level 1000. So
And I'm only level 222.
yeah.
Yeah. And one more thing we want to touch on was the custom menu music. I mean, if you're watching the video, you've
Oh,
seen some of the things that pop up at the bottom there. That was really cool. Eddie, take it
yeah.
away.
This is like a huge feature for me. Like it seems kind of minor, but like essentially if you go to the pause menu and go into the settings, you can change the go all the way to options and then go to audio or no music tracks. There you go. And then you get a selection of like a bunch of Treyarch produced music, and you can like select ones that you like, and you can have them on a constant rotation in the menu. So like any music from the zombies mode or the multiplayer or even the campaign, you can have in constant just like shuffle mode while you're waiting in the multiplayer menu. And because the zombies music is so awesome in this game, like it's oh god, just having the zombies music play in the background when you're waiting for your friends for multiplayer is it's great. I love it.
Dang, I didn't even.
Yeah, look how many you're missing, dude. Yeah, holy shit.
Oh, I didn't know that
Yeah,
they unchecked the DLC ones for you.
yeah. If you hit X, then you can select and
Oh,
deselect
damn.
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, so you get this, you get a total like vibe. Most memorable music, in my opinion. Like everyone talks about
Nice
Modern
skin
Warfare
boots on
2
a
and Black Ops
Saturday
2
night.
having really memorable menu music, but I think this game is something that people don't really talk about very much. So yeah, good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed our little nostalgia blast from the past for us personally of our
Woo.
dive into Black Ops 3, or I would say my favorite multiplayer. What would you say? Is this your favorite multiplayer?
I think so. I did put it on my top 10 list for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think close seconds are definitely Modern Warfare 2, Ghosts, and yeah, everyone's gonna shit on me for saying Ghosts, but I don't care.
Uh,
Um, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, Ghosts, Modern Warfare 3 a little bit too, just because of the face off mode.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd say those three are close second. They're all tied for number two.
100%.
Um, Black Ops 2 may be in there too. Yeah, they're all there. Yeah, Black Ops 2 goes in there too. Yeah. Got 4 games tied for second. But this one's just creeps over just by a little bit.
Yeah. Well, um, where can we find you, Eddie? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram for my fitness content. I post a couple times a week exercise guides, information about weightlifting, um, photos of myself, stuff like that. Inspirational content sometimes. Over on Instagram at Eddie Lee Lifts, which is EDDIELEELIFTS. Yeah, if you want to check out any advice about powerlifting or gym stuff, I have sample workouts, I have little tutorials and informational stuff like that. So check me out on there. Um, don't look for me anywhere else.
I love hearing that every time.
That's my new thing. I'm going to say that every time. Don't look for me anywhere else.
Oh, awesome.
Not at
Find
the
me.
grocery store, not at
Don't see
school,
me.
not in real
Are you
life.
Eddie Lee Lifts? No, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Find me anywhere that Pen and Pant is. I'm not big enough to where people are ripping off my name, so you'll probably find me if you look up Pen and Pant. Most active on Twitter, trying to change that. But take care of yourselves out there, and we'll see you next time.
Woo. Bye.